Hi everyone, welcome to Kit and Brush. Today I'll show you how to draw a golden retriever puppy. So grab a pen and some paper and let's get started. I'm going to go to the left side of my paper, a little bit more than halfway up on the paper. I'm going to draw a small curve for the top of the nose, and then on each side a curve, a really small curve for the side of the nose, and then I'm just going to slowly bring down those sides to form the bottom, and then another curve. Now on each side of the eye, or each side of the nose, you're going to draw a point. Just make a point there to guide you where you're going to put your eyes, and then just bring up a curve from each of those points. And on the top of that curve, make a longer curve. So we're going down. And then at the bottom of that first eye curve, make another curve going in to that second curve. Now I'm going to draw some little curves inside the eye, just to show where the whites of the eye are, and then draw your highlights. Just 2 circles, 1 on each eye. And now for the pupil, place a nice round curve there in the eye, and then you can go ahead and color it in. Golden retrievers have these really sweet eyes, so I hope I'm capturing this right now. I'm just going to clean up my eyes. The highlights I made, that one circle is a little bit too big. So I'm just cleaning it up, trying to make it symmetrical. Now go below the nose, and I'm going to make a point in the middle, just under the nose, and I'm going to make a V shape. And don't worry, puppy's not going to be sad. We're going to finish this V shape off by making a curve going out and sort of up. And that'll be our puppy's mouth. Now just make an invisible line in your head there, and come up and draw 2 little pieces of fur there on the top of his head. And then on each side of the little tufts, you're going to draw a little curve there. I'm going to make these a little bit longer. You want them to be about the same size. And then at the end of those curves, draw some more little bits of fur there. And where you end with the fur, that's going to be the start of the ears. But before we do that, let's go to the side of the eyes. Draw a small curve going down, and then a little tuft, followed by another little curve and a tuft. And then repeat on the other side, and then you're just going to pull down another curve on each side, and then we're going to round out that curve. Should look almost like a hook. And then we have the little tips of the ears. That's what we just drew. So now we're going to come to the top, back where we drew those little tufts. Draw another little curve and a tuft, and then another. And from there, I'm just going to pull down a line and connect to the tip of the ear. And let's repeat that on the other side. Another curve and a tuft, and then another curve. And you sort of round out that curve just a little bit, just to show where that ear bends. Now I'm going to pull it down again with a longer curve and connect to the tip of the ear. I'll just fix that in a little bit. And my page is getting a little smeary. Now come under the mouth and just draw a curve for the chin. And I'm just going to make a little tiny, some little tiny curves on the side of the chin, just to show, it just shows where that chin ends. Now come under the left ear, and you're going to make 2 little tufts, a long curve, and then some smaller tufts. And then I'm going to bring in that next line a little bit closer in, and then another tuft, and then a small curve. And from here, I'm going to make the curve the bottom of the foot there. Just bringing that around. And then next, I'm going to make a curve sort of going in a different direction, going up toward the body, to show just the side of that other foot. And then I'm going to bring up part of the leg. And now I'm going to come back down and just finish off that leg with another big curve there. And then just bring up the rest of that leg at a slight angle. Should be a straight line. And then at the end of that straight line, we're going to draw some tufts. Because golden retrievers, they have these beautiful feathered legs. So that's what we're going to try to show here. We want them to be nice and floofy. So, you know, make as many little feathers there as you want. Now come to the back, just behind the head, and draw 2 small tufts there. 2 little bits of fur. And now I'm going to make a long curve shape going toward the bottom of my page from those 2 little bits of fur. And we'll go ahead and draw the tail here, but I want to show that it's a fluffy tail. So what I'm going to do is just, after I'm done drawing that first line, the top part of the tail, I'm going to swoop downward with a curve and then draw some more feathers of the tail. Some more little big tufts of fur there. And now let's work on the rest of the body. I'm going to come down about halfway on that right leg, that front right leg, and just draw some feathering there. And then underneath those feathers, they're not really feathers, it's fur. I'm going to draw a curve going toward the bottom of my paper. And then just go inward a bit toward the bottom of the pup's body. And then put a line for the body. Now let's finish up the feet. Go to each front paw and put a short straight line there. This will show the bend of the paw with the leg. And then draw the toes. You want almost a straight line for that middle toe, and then the side toes there, you want them going in opposite directions. It just shows that the foot is facing forward. And now for the right foot, draw the first one, the middle one, going inward, or I guess pointing toward the right. Just draw them all going to the right. That looks good. And then for that hind paw, that back paw, I'm just going to draw 2 lines, because that's all I feel like you're going to see at that angle. And then I'm just going to show where that paw bends right there, just putting a line there. Alright, now I'm going to come up to his ears. I'm just going to put some little tufts of fur there to show where the pup's neck is. He's really floofy again, so it's, you know, his neck is not really going to show as much. You're going to just show some fur there. Now come to the bottom where that line between his 2 front paws is, and just draw a bigger tuft. It's almost like a V shape, but really like more curved. And then you're going to draw some tufts just going up on his chest. And I think that's enough tufts. He looks pretty fluffy, pretty cuddly, I think, right? Now before I color, I'm gonna finish up a detail here I forgot earlier. Go ahead and color that nose in, but first put a highlight in there. Just a long oval on the top of the nose, and then just color it in. Sorry, my table is a little wobbly today. So now I'm going to color him, and I'm going to use Copic markers and a lot of neutral tones, like warm neutral tones, and of course my shading markers. So you feel free to color him any way you want, and I will see you at the end. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed drawing this cute, floofy, adorable golden retriever puppy with me. And if you did, please hit that like and subscribe button to see more kitten brush videos in the future.